Latin cuisine is his passion, and joining me to share his passion is executive chef Stanley Licairac of Havana Central. Welcome, Stanley.
Thank you.
You're doing a classic today, empanadas, right?
Yes.
It seems like every Latin American culture has their own version of this, a meat-filled pie.
That's correct.
Where are you from?
I am born and raised in New York. My mother's Puerto Rican, my father's Dominican.
Okay, so what kind of empanada are you making us today?
We're going to make a chicken sofrito empanada.
Okay, that sounds more Puerto Rican to me. Is that kind of the
not
basis?
really. I mean, all through Latin America, we do make some sort of a sofrito.
Okay.
And we do add chicken or beef or pork. But chicken is probably everybody's favorite across the board.
Okay. So take us through, you got all these beautiful ingredients here.
Well, all fresh ingredients. You'll start with chicken thigh or chicken breast if you like. I prefer thigh just because of the fat content. Very flavorful, and it'll always be moist and not dry. A home recipe that everybody is familiar with is the basic sofrito, which is onions, peppers, cilantro, garlic, olive oil, and crushed tomato.
And a lot of times it's blended up, but you like to leave yours whole.
Yeah, I like to leave it whole, especially for the empanadas, only because so you get more of a mouthfeel, not so mushy.
Okay, and you got the dried herbs too, which people don't talk about a lot. Everyone's into the fresh herbs, but this makes a big flavor difference.
Yes,
right?
absolutely, especially cumin. In the Cuban homes, cumin is a staple spice. And then fresh saffron, which you cannot go wrong. So you should always have you don't need that much. I mean, very little because it has a very strong flavor to it. And then granulated garlic. A lot of people don't use it. I like it. It's basically the same kind of garlic you would put on your pizza. Same thing. So I always add that to it. Fresh bay leaf, which is an essential. And that's really it.
And you basically saute it all up?
Saute it all up. That's what we started with already. You got that going on. We actually have some more over here.
Excellent.
Already made.
So just warm that up. That
just
seems
warm
pretty.
it up.
It's like a one-pot dish
far. So yeah,
it really is. Tell us a little bit. Your background. You got a lot of cooking going on in your family.
A lot of cooking. My parents were in the restaurant business for 35 years. So I basically grew up in a restaurant, doing my homework and helping out, and that's all I know. So.
Now, here you still run your recipes by your mom?
I do. I call my grandmother. I call my mom. They still say I don't know how to cook, but I'm trying to prove them wrong.
So what has been the key to your success? A Latino chef, you know, it's a tough industry no matter who you are. What do you think has brought you
I think it's being Latino and the whole Latin community, who you're working with. I mean, 95% of the people that are in Havana Central or work for Havana Central are Latino. So, I mean, although I am the executive chef, Havana Central is basically a family. And that's the key to my success, has been the people I've been working with. So.
You grew up in the business, and a lot of people find cooking very glamorous.
Yes.
But it's hard work. I mean, what are the hours like?
13, 14, 15-hour days, 7 days a week.
Wow, and you're on your feet a lot.
On your feet a lot. But the reward is, you know, when you see somebody actually tasting your food and looking around and really enjoying it, and that face that they make when you wow them, it makes it all worth it. I mean, you know how good you are every single day. So it's wonderful.
All right, so let's go down to this side, because this is the part. I love empanadas, but I'm really intimidated by making dough for it. Okay,
we make our own, but like it's, I guess, Goya or...
Okay, so they make the little round sheets of dough.
Round sheets of dough. You can buy them, they come packaged. If you have a little bit of flour, I would put a little bit of flour on it, not to get them dry, but to keep them a little moist on the inside. And it's really, really simple. What you're going to do is, I'll take some of this here. I prefer to do them, I mean, we do them by hand at home. At Havana Central, we have actually, one guy makes, I don't know, maybe 1,000 a day, if not more.
That's what I mean by hard work.
It is hard work.
You're doing a lot of this stuff over and over again.
So what you're going to do is you're going to, oops, excuse me, fold it, bring it forward a little bit. Can get messy, but that's the fun. Okay. And there's no need to use egg to seal it, because you'll see that the oil or the sauce from the actual chicken is what's going to help it seal.
Okay, and then you do a little fork thing, which makes it very pretty.
Okay.
Can you bake these? I see these are fried, and fried always tastes better, but you know, some people don't like to go there.
Yes, you can bake them, and they're just as good. They're really just as good. I mean, it's your preference if you like fried.
So if you're going to bake them, would you coat a little oil on it or something?
You can put a little bit of oil on them, but I would just put them right into even the toaster oven.
Oh,
it'll
great.
work. Yeah.
Excellent.
So there you go. I mean, very simple, very easy.
Okay, now tell us a little bit about the menu at Havana. What do you guys offer?
Oh my goodness. Well, it's a lot of authentic Cuban dishes. It's kind of what we like to stay with. Nothing fancy or extravagant, but, you know, like we say, arroz, habichuela y carne, rice, beans, steak, fish, a lot of seafood, just a lot of home cooking.
Do your parents come by, your mom, your grandma, that you talk about, they come to your restaurant?
They do. They come every 3 months. They just moved to Florida, so every 3 months they come by and pay me a visit and criticize. And
that's right.
You know.
Now, they really say you can't cook?
No, not really.
No. I bet they love you, and they love that you went into the family business, basically. Excellent. What was the name of your restaurant growing up?
Well, my father had one of the first Latin delis. It was on 52 East 43rd Street. It was called Mini Vanderbilt Deli, so it used to be like an old Jewish kind of style deli, and he slowly converted it into, you know, rice, beans, oxtail, beef stew, you know, fried meats. I mean, it was great.
A New York success story. Yeah. Thank you so much, Stanley. I'm going to try one of
these.
Please. All right, here we go. Very good. Well, that's all of the taste of the wonderful activities going on for Hispanic Heritage Month. For more information on all of our segments today, log on to myfoxny.com. Remember, you can also like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. I'm Ty Hernandez. Thanks for joining us. Really good.